Transport is and always has been a dynamic sector. In the current COVID-19 pandemic environment, transport is a pillar of the economy, and now more than ever, providers need to explore and implement innovative logistics solutions. Drones have the potential to enhance many industries. Their ability to offer new cost-effective methods that improve both the efficiency and effectiveness of processes have driven companies to enter the industry. So introducing Wing Aviation, and they were established in 2012, according to Spies 2019, when they were called Google Wing, and they were a development project with Google X. Wing had an initial challenge that was to send defibrillators by drone to victims of heart attack. This was an exercise in combating the last mile of delivery. Now, the last mile is the final frontier of logistics, and according to Gaskell 2017, it's the most problematic and inefficient step in the delivery process. Success with this initiative indicated that Wing could provide a cheap and secure delivery option to enable retailers to overcome inefficiencies in their supply chain. Now, this was a responsive initiative in a reasonably new industry, and this points to an emergent strategy, one that Hamill, in Mirabau and Maguire 2014, suggests reinvents management and makes it more relevant in a dynamic world, and never has the world been more dynamic than it is at this time. Wing are also integrating adaptive responses into their current business activities, which points to an intended strategy. Fortunately, according to Anderson and Nielsen 2019, a combination of both strategies yields more effective outcomes. Now, the adaptive strategies that Wing incorporated were in responses to weaknesses like inclement weather and cargo theft that became apparent perhaps during that first project, or in response to a strengths, weaknesses, threats and opportunity, or a SWOT analysis that they conducted prior to that. Now, Wing exists in a largely untapped market in Australia. This opportunity, along with the company's ability to gain customers, build up affiliations with vendors, and continuing to expand, will contribute to them achieving strategic competitiveness. Wing are continuing to expand their operations in the ACT and Queensland. They are affiliated with several businesses in those markets, and new customers can register their interest and be advised when Wing will come to their area. Now, capitalising on these opportunities will aid in keeping the threat of new entrants and the intensity of rivalry in existing firms low. As new entrants do start to build customer base and gain the trust of customers, however, this will lead to high-level rivalry in the future. Now, there are segments in the general environment that have influence in the drone industry: the political legal segment and the technology segment. The political segment is where, according to Hansen et al. 2017, Wing would be competing with other firms for resources and influence over government regulation that's formed in response to that new legislation. Beyond aviation regulation, Warboys and Pearson 2015 have identified privacy, public safety, and national security, amongst other key issues that do need regulation here in Australia. And in response, the Civil Aviation Safety Authority, or CASA, have implemented regulation. Now, to date, 2020, Wing are currently the only drone delivery company listed with the CASA. So they have that as a competitive advantage, but have potentially overcome one of the barriers for new entrants by being the trailblazers. Similarly, in the technology segment, Wing have gained competitive advantage by commercialising the technology that was largely utilised for military use, and in doing so have available a contactless delivery option that now more than ever before is a socio-cultural preference. The challenge for Wing now is to flourish in this environment, and although it has occurred under less than pleasant circumstances, the need for the service they can provide will be in demand. Whittington, 1993, discusses the evolutionary perspectives on strategy that has theorists stating, like the law of the jungle and the principles of natural selection, only the best performers will survive. They would suggest that Wing focus less on managerial strategy, more on fitting into the environment, and a strategy that focuses on this purposely would then prove wrong the suggestion of Aldrich in Whittington 1993 that it is chance, error, or good fortune that creates an environmental fit. Now, to close, Wing and their drone delivery service are essentially Horizon 3 realised in Sharp's 3 Horizons framework, 2016. Drones will be the successor to the current last mile transport option. They have been growing on the fringes of the present transport options and have ways of meeting emerging conditions as the current ways begin to lose their fit for purpose. Thank you.